Make sure to sign up with the link in the description so you can get the highest bonus available that there is out there. The more you deposit and trade, the more bonus you're going to get airdropped so you can use it for your trading. Okay, so once you sign up, this is what you're going to see on the Blofin cryptocurrency exchange. This is the dashboard, and we're going to go through the most important things that you need to know, which is how to buy cryptocurrency here on the platform, how to deposit and withdraw your crypto. That is, if you do have other cryptos on another exchange or another wallet, how you can deposit them into Blofin, and also go through spot trading if you want to buy the actual crypto asset and hold it for the mid-long term, and go through futures trading most importantly. There's also an earning feature, of course. You can lock some crypto assets here and get a good return on your investment. Now, let's dive in here right away through the buying crypto on the exchange, which is on the top left tab. As you can see, there's just a few tabs, very easy to explain and so you can understand. Now, say that you want to get some US dollar tether. You can choose in between Tether, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Most of the people would use US dollar tether. And say that you want to buy $1,000 here, you would just put $1,000 right over there. And if you scroll down, you have different options of payment. If you just click on buy now, then you just need to put your credit card or debit card details. And as soon as you buy that, you will see it here reflected in your spot account. Okay, when you go here to the top right, you go to overview. Here's where you are going to see your crypto assets. So if you purchased $1,000, you will see it here at the top. Very likely you have it in the top row here as well. But if you don't want to buy some crypto here and you just want to deposit from another wallet or exchange, you can see here the tabs on the top right. You have deposit, withdraw, and transfer. So just on deposit, you would choose here the cryptocurrency that you would want to deposit. You have multiple different cryptos to deposit. You choose the network, and then you will have a generated address. Okay, just copy the address and paste it where you want to withdraw from the other exchange or wallet. Now, if we do go back here, we have withdraw as well. Of course, you can choose withdraw. You choose the address that you want to withdraw those funds and the network, and then the amount that you want to, and just press on continue, and you will be withdrawing those crypto funds to your wallet or to your other exchange. Now, if you have some funds here on spot, this is what we're going to explain right now. So we have buy crypto on the exchange, very simple. With a debit card, you just click there, choose your crypto like I explained, and put your debit card details, and then instantly you will get those funds here either on spot or funding. Now that you have your funds on spot, well, we're going to go here to the top left tab. Say you want to buy some Bitcoin or some Ethereum or many of the different altcoins that they do have available here. You would just click here on the top left, as you can see, and there's multiple different cryptocurrencies, okay, that you can buy here on spot. Now, this is the interface very similar to other exchanges. You have Tradingview here, you have your drawing tools if you want to do a little bit of technical analysis here on Blofin, and you also have the order book here, as you can see on the right, and down below you have your order history and the open orders. So to place one order here on spot, it is very simple. You have buy or sell button. Say if you have some US dollar tether here on the spot exchange and you want to buy some Bitcoin, you will see your amount reflected right over here. And a market order is basically just buying instantly that crypto at that price that it is right now. So Bitcoin right now is sitting at $62,285. And if you want to buy 50% from what you have, say $1,000, for example, then you will be putting 50%, which is $500, and you will be buying instantly at that price range. Now, if you have some Bitcoin and you want to sell it directly in a market order, then you just click the sell button, you choose the amount that you want to sell for Bitcoin, and just sell instantly at that price. If you want a limit order, say you want to buy some cheaper Bitcoin, you've been doing some technical analysis and you think that the price of Bitcoin will be dropping below $62,000, you can set some limit orders here. Say you want to buy at $62,000, and you just put the amount that you want to from your US dollar tether, and you just put sell right there, and you'll be getting a limit order. Okay, sorry, in this case buy, you will be getting a limit order right over here beneath $62,000. You will see that limit on the chart, and as soon as the price comes down to that price level, you will automatically buy that cryptocurrency at $62,000, in this case Bitcoin. This is really it, what you really want to know on spot. Spot trading is basically buying and selling that crypto asset. You're not doing any leverage trading. You're just buying the cryptocurrency and you're holding it. You can save it here on the exchange, or you can withdraw it to one of your wallets. Now let's go straight away into futures trading, which is on the top left here. here, okay, just at the right side of spot trading, you got futures trading, right? Here's where you can use some leverage. Now, going back here to the overview, if you have some funds in spot account, okay, here on the top left, as you can see, you need to transfer those funds to futures trading if you want to do futures trading. So what you would have to do here on the top right, you can see transfer. So say that you want to transfer, out of $1,000, you want to transfer $500. So you just go from your spot account and you would transfer it to your futures account. You just choose the amount here, put $500, for example, for the sake of the tutorial. You press on confirm and directly you will have $500, okay, transferred to your futures account. Now, when you click here on futures, this is a total different game, very similar to other platforms, but just in case that you're very new to this and you want to know exactly how leverage trading works, well, similar interface here as you can see on spot trading. You have Tradingview, you got your drawing tools here on the left. You're on the top, you do have the minute timeframes and the hourly timeframes for your candlesticks. Okay, you can switch here from 1 hourly candlestick, 4 hourly candlestick, and you have basically the basic drawing tools from Tradingview. On the right, you have the order book where you can see the selling pressure and the buying pressure. Here on the right is where you're going to place your orders. So very important here, cross margin or isolated margin. I recommend isolated margin. This is what I've been using for many years. And this is basically when you get into a trading setup, you can choose how much percentage of your account you want to use for that specific trade, because on cross margin, you're basically using your entire margin, okay, your entire account in a trading position. I would suggest it's better to use isolated, okay, you just isolate it into one position to get into those trading setups. So if you want to use 10%, then if you get into a trading position with leverage, if that position is going to get liquidated, you will only lose 10% of your account and not everything, as you have the risk on cross margin. That is if you don't use any stop losses and don't have very good risk management. Now, here on isolated, you have the X's, right? I've got a lot of questions about the X's. You can go up to 150X in the case of trading Bitcoin. They do have multiple cryptos on the top left. If you click here, they have a lot of cryptocurrencies to trade in here with leverage. But diving back here to the leverage on the top right, you can choose as much leverage as you want as long as you're managing your risk very well. I would suggest in between a 5x and a 20x maximum. If you're going to start using a lot of leverage, okay, above 30x, then it gets very, very dangerous, because basically your liquidation price is going to be very, very close to your entry point. So if we are using a 20x leverage, for example, what I want to explain here on what is 20x, what is 30x, basically the price of Bitcoin. If you are using a 10x leverage, let's keep it simple, and the price of Bitcoin, okay, say that you entered a long position right now at $62,150 and you're placing a long position. If you are using a 10x leverage, okay, this means that if the price moves 10% to the upside, that means that as you are using a 10x, which is 10 times, the percentage move of the price of Bitcoin would be from $62,000 all the way up to around about $68,000. That would be a 10% move on the price. And as you're using a 10x leverage, that means it would be 100% move from your current position. So if you are putting $100 right there and you're getting into a 10x long position, if the price moves 10% just in the value, that means that your position is moving 100%. So from $100, you're making $100 from that move. And if you're holding it on spot, you got $100 right there. If the price only moves 10% to the upside, you have $110, right? 10% of $100 on spot. But this is the magic of leverage. It can be very, very dangerous if you do not know how to use it and manage your risk. However, if you are very responsible and look for high probability trading setups and you're managing your risk very, very well, you can make some significant gains in time. So that is basically leverage. So say that you're using 100x leverage, right? Which I would not suggest unless you're a very, very professional trader and you're looking for small little movements and you have very clear invalidation points. If you are using 100x leverage, that means that if the price moves 1%, that 1% is converted into 100% of your position. And that would be only a small little move of around about 4 to $500 in the case of Bitcoin, right? So yes, to the positive side, very, very good. But if the price goes against you, in the case of a 100x leverage, say that you entered a long position here at 62,170, say that the price does go against you, you entered at $62,170 and the price moves down 1%, which would be round about a $600-700 move, right? Approximately. If that moves against you 1%, that is where your liquidation price is going to be. So it's very, very risky. I would suggest using obviously a little bit of lower leverage, 10x, 5x, so you got a bit of margin and you more day trading and swing trading and not getting too aggressive, right, with the leverage here. That is basically how leverage works, okay? In a nutshell, you move 1% and you're using 10x leverage. That means that your position is moving 10%, right? So you have limit orders as well. So you can enter a market order, say that you want to aggressively enter right now because you think the price is going to get a reversal. And then you just click here on buy. You want to use 10% of your account and you click on buy. You're basically going to enter right over here. Before entering a position, either in a sell or a buy, very important here, you can see this square right over here, which is TP and SL. That is your take profit and stop loss. I suggest always to get into a stop loss with a stop loss as soon as possible. So say that you're entering at 62,100 and I would say, okay, put a stop loss, at least if not so your liquidation price is hit. So you can actually put your stop loss here, okay, right away, and your take profit. And as soon as you enter that position, you will see your entry point here and you will see the limit orders of a stop loss and a take profit as you enter the position. So then you know you are protected with that stop loss. You have limit orders as well, just in case you think that the price is going to go lower or higher. You would just put your limit order right there. Here, say that the price is going to go below $62,000 and I want to enter a long position as it goes beneath $62,000. This is just an example. Then of course you just use your percentage right over here and you click on, you place your stop loss, okay, before you enter, you click and then you will have the limit order. Once the price hits $62,000, you'll be automatically in the market with your stop loss and take profit. And that is basically it in a nutshell. Down below here, you will have your positions, your open orders, your order history, assets, okay? This is where you're going to see the information from your history and your positions that are open. In a nutshell, this is basically it. How to buy and sell, how to go into a long position and a sell position here with margin, with a market order or a limit order, and using the leverage accordingly. And that is basically it, how to use the interface here on the futures platform. On the next tab here, you do have copy trading. Now, if you do see a successful trader and you want to follow his steps, you can just click here on copy trading and just click on copy right there, and you will be following the steps of this trader, for example. Make sure to do your research, okay? I have actually got copy trading right now, but it is full. All of the slots are full. I've already filled the spaces of 200 people in my copy trading, so I am not available there. But if you are interested in checking out the people that are trading here and you feel like copy trading them, you do have the option here as well with Blofin. Let's go with the next tab here, which is earn. If you click on earn, you have the option of depositing here some of these cryptocurrencies, and as you can see, there is US dollar Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the APR. So you got US dollar Tether, 3.5% APY. Duration, you can need to lock it for 7 days. You can choose to lock it 360 days. You have different options here to get much better returns on investment. So 30 days, you can see it goes up on the APR, 90 days, 180 days, 360 days. If you do lock some US dollar Tether here on earning, you will get 5.5% by the end of the year in 360 days. So you do have that option as well. You can earn as well as you do lock some assets here on the earning side. And that is basically it, guys. There's really not much more to explain. Of course, you have your your welcome bonus. You do have a good welcome bonus if you sign up with the link down below. You got your affiliate, referral, news that is going on, academy to level up your knowledge. I've got a few little things here, but this is a tutorial basically to share with you how you can actually buy crypto here, which we've gone through, how to deposit and withdraw, how to use spot trading and futures trading, sharing you how leverage works, copy trading and earn. And that is basically it, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed the tutorial and you got a better understanding on how to use this cryptocurrency exchange. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.